right, back at San Diego Comic-Con, Nerds of Color Hard Knock Life. I'm your host, Keith Chow. Here with my man, David Walker, fresh off his Marvel panel here at San Diego. What's up, David?
What's up? I'm doing good. It's a little crazy. You can see this is like a tiny line behind us. It only is about a quarter of a mile long. And
they're not even lined up for anything.
No, they're just standing around. They don't even know what they're doing.
They think there's a panel, but there really isn't.
Yeah, that's what it is. What are you standing in line for? I don't know. I heard they were giving away a free POG.
It's like it's not 1997 anymore.
Exactly.
So what were you talking about on your Marvel panel?
The first panel was Civil War II. We were talking about what's going on in Power Man and Iron Fist, how we're tying that into Civil War II. And then the second panel was, I can't remember, it's been so long. It's called Divided We Stand. So It's about post-Civil War II Marvel Universe.
So, I think last year was when we met at San Diego Comic-Con. This was pre all your Marvel stuff.
It was pre everything because Cyborg number one
haven't happened yet. Right?
Yeah, Cyborg number one came out the week after San Diego,
That's
so
right.
I was here, but people are still looking at me like, "Who are you?"
But now it's like you're the man here at San Diego.
I guess.
Well, because you are writing Power Man and Iron Fist.
Yes.
They debuted the Luke Cage trailer.
Yep.
So you are in the midst of this Luke Cage renaissance.
That's kind of crazy. It's all Luke Cage all the time. So the trailer was amazing, and I was supposed to meet up with some of the people from the show, but it didn't happen because here meeting with people is just
it's hard.
Yeah.
I mean, full disclosure, we're doing this interview 45 minutes later than we were supposed to.
Which is fine. That's not that bad. When you said you were running late, I was expecting you to say 4 days or something like that. And,
I'm actually on a Southwest flight,
yeah.
so I'm not even here right now. No, inside joke for those of you not at San Diego. So tell me about what's going on with Power Man Iron Fist right now. It's blowing up, man. People love that book.
People are going crazy over it. We just started our Civil War II tie-in. Luke and Danny have been split up. They're sort of the conscientious objectors of the Marvel Universe. They don't want to be part of all the nonsense, and but they get sucked into it anyway, and so they're split up. And where we're at now, really no spoilers, Danny's in prison, and Luke is trying to figure out how to get him free.
Right.
And so, which is sort of the opposite of what a lot of people would have expected, Luke having been, wrongfully accused convict who'd spent time in prison. And so I'm sort of playing with some of that, switching the rules up.
Yeah. So, I mean, as a lot of people know, my claim to fame is advocating for a non-white Danny Rand.
Yeah.
That's why people even give a shit about me.
There's more reasons than that.
That's the main one. What is your sense of the Iron Fist trailer that they showed?
I haven't seen that one yet.
Seen it?
Did they?
Yeah, they showed footage of the Iron Fist trailer.
Wow.
So,
I have something to look forward to tonight. Then I did not know that.
Yeah. Well, beyond that, beyond they cast Vin Jones. The shit I was talking about.
Yeah.
What is your opinion of just the whole the way they're taking? I mean, because Danny Rand's white, and I got to get over it.
Yeah. Well, no, I mean, you're justified in your feelings, and I think that a lot of people share that. The one thing that I've learned to do is actually trust Marvel in their casting, because the one thing that there's been a couple times where I've been really upset. For the record, I've been upset, and.
About a great many things.
Yeah, but about casting choices, and every single time afterwards, I've been like, oh, okay, it was all right. It was true to the character in one regard or another. So what's going to happen? I don't know. We'll see. Would I love to have, maybe we'll get Shang-Chi at some point, like that would be cool, and as long as they get an Asian actor for that,
God, yeah. I mean, Scarlett Johansson for Shang-Chi will not
go over well. See, that's what bothers me is the possibility of that. So, but I haven't seen the Iron Fist trailer, but I was one of those guys who's like, really, Paul Rudd is Ant-Man? Are you sure about this?
Yeah.
And then was like, oh, wow, wait a minute.
Right.
Or even Chadwick Boseman as Black Panther, I wasn't sure.
Right.
But he killed it in Civil War, Captain America 3. So it's a lot of it's just about having faith and trust and being naively optimistic, which is not what I normally do.
Yeah, it sounds so unlike you, Dave.
Yeah, I know, but you know.
But yeah, you got your fists in a lot of your iron fists in a lot of Marvel pots, but you're also working on books for other companies. You have a Dark Horse book coming out.
Yeah, it's
Tarzan.
It's Tarzan on the Planet of the Apes, which is a Boom and Dark Horse collaboration, and it's a strange one. I got brought in a little later. Tim Seeley and I are co-writing it together, and I'm a huge Planet of the Apes fan, and so that was Scott Alley, who's the editor of that book, knows that like Planet of the Apes is it for me, and so he reached out and was like, would you be interested in co-writing this with Tim? And I was like, sure. I mean, when I was a kid, I read the Tarzan books. I saw the movies. I mean, tons of the movies.
Right.
You know, Johnny Weissmuller and Gordon Scott and Elmo. I can't remember Elmo's last name, and Jock Mahoney and all
those
of them.
classic ones.
Yeah, all those ones. So there was a little bit of charm and appeal there. There's also, you know, Tarzan's sort of a problematic character. Those Burroughs books are.
Right.
But
is it possible to tell a non-racist Tarzan story?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I like to
You're figuring it out.
I think that Tarzan on the Planet of the Apes is we've taken a different take on Tarzan and trying to show him in he's not as much Lord of the Jungle as he's it's a completely different different spin on a classic character. So, and I was very conscious of that going in, and it's difficult. It's because that character is so entrenched, in so many tropes and established in so many ways. I don't know. It'll be up to the readers to determine, but I think the Planet of the Apes stuff really works. I actually met some people from the Burroughs estate like yesterday, and they were like, "Oh, we love what you've done." So,
He's doing something right.
Yeah, so I'm doing something right. That might mean I'm doing something wrong with some people, but there's not him bossing a bunch of African natives around, which is
I mean, I'll put it this way: like, you've made me appreciate a white Danny Rand.
Okay.
So you can thread that needle with Tarzan.
Okay. Good. There you go. Well, and the thing with Danny, you know. Like I was cognizant of that, so I wasn't trying to write him like the Kwai Chang Kang, you know, the David Carradine sort of character. I'm writing him very differently, and my approach to him is very different. And it's I'm writing him as someone who experienced alienation, which is then makes him more universal to like your experiences and my experiences, because we walk through so much of this world in this country being alienated, and so that's sort of what I'm trying to go for with him.
And you know, honestly, for 40 years, whenever he puts the mask on, I imagine he's Asian anyway, so it doesn't make any difference now. So anyway, thank you so much for taking some time out of your busy San Diego schedule. Where can people find you on the internet?
I don't even worry. What am I? I'm at David Walker 1201 on Twitter. That's the best way. For now, my website is being rebuilt as we speak, so I don't even think there's anything up right now. But that will be davidfwalker.com when it's done.
Okay, so that replaces Badass Mofo?
Yeah. It's Badass Mofo will still be around, but we're merging everything into one sort of branded empire of badassness.
Because this is the Walker Empire we have entered. So anyway, thank you for tuning in to the Hard Knock Life live at San Diego Comic-Con. Stay tuned for more videos from the Nerds of Color, and I'll see you around. Maybe. I don't know. Get out of here. Bye. All right, man.
Well, it's the NOC in full color. You see me? The Hard Knock Life. Comics, movies, and TV. Yeah. Pop culture with a different perspective. Watch it on your screen, hit play, so check this. This is the Hard Knock Life, but not the Chicka kind. More like the people in the world seeking perspectives with a different life. The kids who share the interest together.